Good afternoon, everybody. Keto for Real Life people here. It is Thursday, and today we're going to be getting into the topic of moving forward. I'm going to be going over test results, things that have been going on with me for the last couple of weeks, because it has been about 2 weeks to the day since I've seen y'all. So, I see people are popping in. Let me just go over here and see if I can. Oh, I'm live now. You know what that means. I get to click into it with y'all. You can now pin a message to the top of your live chat for viewers. Got it. Woohoo! That's awesome, y'all. I love that. So I will type in real quick. Hi, y'all, because that's how we do it. And there we go. Okay, so I just want to let you know, Super Chat is open. So if you want to send a special sticker, go for it. If you are a first-time watcher, welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing, and if you haven't already hit the notification button, do so. That way you get notified when I go live, or if I upload a new video or do anything, post in the community, you'll get notified. And I have to say that it is always better to get notified. You get real notifications through YouTube versus Facebook. So hello, my darlings. I see you all. Oh, there's Miss Sharon. Hello, darling. How are you? CK, how are you? Hey, Nancy. I see y'all back. Okay. So, howdy. I do this. I'll look down here, and I think that you can actually, see that I'm seeing you, so then I just wave at you. So, if that's you, hi. Oh, I got to poof my hair up, y'all. Because, it's one thing when I'm in the bathroom and I'm looking at it, and then it's another when I'm in there with you guys, and I'm like, oh, it's a little flat. So, it has been a crazy 2 weeks, all right? Oh, I got to set the timer for you guys, too. Because, hey, we got to do this. Casual, custom, just, I should put my glasses on for that type of deal. We'll just go there. I don't know what it is. You get what you get, so don't throw a fit. All right. So it's been 2 weeks since I talked with y'all last. And I do think that I let you know that I had gone to the doctor, and that she had prescribed progesterone and estrogen and the patch and all of that. Well, I did get a call back from the nurse because the original prescription was for a combi patch is what it was called, and my insurance would not cover it at all, and she kind of figured that would happen. So she had another prescription waiting for me, and it was a patch with estradiol. Yeah, that's what it's called, and then a progesterone pill that I take once a day, preferably at bedtime. And that sat there. I'm gonna let y'all know it sat there for a week because I was like, I got no time for that. And truly what it was, you guys, was that I just didn't want to even deal with it. My husband was going into surgery. We were counting down the days. We were just a couple of days away from it. I think the day that the prescription was ready was the night before his surgery. So that being said, I let it sit there all week long. And then once I did go pick it up, I let it sit there some more. With any medication, y'all, there are risks. And, oh, look at those custom emojis popping out. There are risks with anything. I mean, you can take an aspirin and have a side effect. So I'm aware of that, and I'm not normally afraid of it. But being transparent with you guys, you know that I have a nicotine habit. And so my biggest concern, I guess my biggest fear, was the fact that I could put myself at risk for a blood clot more than anything in the lung area. And especially having 2 close relatives, not blood related, in-laws mind you, that both had ended up in the hospital with blood clots in their lungs. It's a more common side effect, and yet it's a dangerous one. So it took me a while to work up the nerve to say, go ahead and do it. So it's been 4 days. I set Sunday as my start date. I popped a patch on my arm, started taking the pills. My daughter asked me this morning if I felt any different, and I said, I really can't tell yet. I mean, it's only been 4 days. So some of the other things that I could be looking forward to is weight gain, my hair falling out, more mood swings, bloating. I don't know. It's been going on so long now that I can't decide if anything's working or if it's a side effect or not. So I'm feeling positive. I will tell you, and I really didn't want to talk about it, but I have to talk about it. The thought of the blood clot thing, I'm going to go back to the blood clot thing, was so bothersome that I had to figure out what was more important to me. Smoking or not being crazy. Or not being crazy from not smoking. So, did I quit? No. Have I cut back? Yes, dramatically. So I'm trying my best, and that's all I'm going to say about that, is that I am trying my best right now to wean myself off, lower my nicotine habit, and lower my risk. So I've been at that for 2 days now, and so far so good. I'm cutting way back, let's put it this way, and I'm trying to use alternative methods. I do go back to see her on the 22nd, and she's gonna, I think, take labs again to see where I'm at, to see if my hormone levels have increased since my last set. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna take a minute to see what y'all are saying, or if it's just hello. Look at the beautiful flowers. Yes, there are. You know, Melissa was in Tyler early this morning and came across somebody selling roses, and so yeah, they are just beautiful. I've got to go out to my shed and get some vases out, so they can get in some water. Hello, my daughter Elizabeth is on. Y'all say hi to Elizabeth. Hey, Laura. Davita says hi. I have Davita watching today. She's kind of taking a few notes, so it's fun. All right, so I gave you guys a rundown, and you know, a lot of you guys are on YouTube, so I mean on Facebook as well. So you already kind of know some of these details that I've already given you. So I'm looking at moving forward. So I'm gonna get a drink, and we're gonna talk about it. You know, you can drive yourself crazy just trying to balance yourself out hormonally with all the issues going on. But then when you put the diet part in there too, and the keto journey, mixing it in with this, then you really can overthink it. So I'm trying to just simplify. I'm still reading. One of the things that I've done this week, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet, is I'm lowering my fat. So I have been reading different websites. I have watched some different YouTube videos from some of the experts, the women. And one of the things that I keep coming across is lowering your fats. I find that very frustrating for me. And I also find fear again. Remember, when you're on the keto diet, it is a high-fat, moderate-protein, low-carb diet, y'all. So if we're lowering the fat, then is it truly a keto diet? It's a fine line for me, you know. When I think about the benefits of eating fat, the number one thing that pops into my mind is my eating disorders. I have binge eating disorder. I've been bulimic. I am an addict. I have carb and sugar cravings. Fat keeps that away. That's the one thing about being keto that I absolutely love, is that once I become fat adapted, once I've gotten on plan and I've got my good healthy fats going on, it keeps me away from the junk food, the American Standard diet, the processed junk, and the need to go down the dark path of food addiction and all of that. So my thought process is, okay, how low can I take it? And that's going to be the challenge for me, is how low can I get my fats without falling off into that dark place. Because I'm going to tell y'all, you know, back in the day, long before I ever found keto or anything like that, we've all been there, right? Weight Watchers and low-fat diets and lots of chicken and lots of salad and lots of steamed vegetables with nothing on it, you know. God, I don't even want to relive those days, okay? Did I lose weight? Yes, I did during that time. I mean, I always was able to lose weight on whatever diet I started, but that's exactly what it was. A starting diet that I could not sustain. I would always go back, or I'd always binge, or I'd always overdo it, you know? So there is my challenge. I have some fear going in, and it's not like terrified, because I at least can say this. I can always raise my fats back up, you know. Hopefully I raise them up and it works. So I've got to find that balance, and that's what I'm going to be working on in the next week going forward, in the next upcoming weeks, is trying to find out where it is. Now, for instance, yesterday, let's see, what did I have to eat yesterday? I had some leftover steak from the night before, so I just diced it up and I trimmed the fat off. I love the fat on that. So I trimmed that off, and then I normally get my pan out. I put 2 tablespoons of butter, always do, 1 tablespoon per egg, and then put that, you know, cook my eggs and then put that butter on my plate. This time I used a teaspoon of butter and cooked 2 eggs and just slid them out of the pan and left that little bit in there. And it was good. It was all right, but I will say that I was hungry sooner. I don't know what it is. I mean, that fat really does it. But I didn't eat. Now I gotta step back and think, what was the next thing that I ate? Shoot. It's a really hard call. Oh, I didn't really do anything until mid-afternoon, and I got some macadamia nuts out. And they are high fat, and I also got some beef jerky, which is very low fat. So I thought that was a good balance, and I ate some of that. And I leaned heavier on the protein than I did the nuts. The nuts are one of those things. It was convenient. I was busy, but if I was just sitting at home watching TV, it's one of those things I could easily overeat. I could just sit there and wipe out a whole bag of those. So anyways, that was my midday thing. And then last night, we had some stuff going on, and it was sort of like a potluck, and I did some hard salami and some Havarti cheese slices, and that's what I called it. It wasn't too bad, but I will tell you, I felt like I was a little more hungry, and probably because I didn't do a good nutritious dinner. Probably if I had made something solid, I probably would have been fine. But going forward today, I have not ate breakfast yet. I made my husband a bacon sandwich, and then I got some perfect keto bars, new flavors come in, and I took a bite off of one and tasted it, and that's it. So I've been too busy. It's just the way my life works. I make plans and then they go crazy. But I haven't had any fat today, and I'm so far doing good. My husband has requested a meatloaf tonight. I'm not in the mood. Oh, I lied. I did eat. Oh my God. I did have some chicken breast. I was like, my mouth feels like I ate something. Have you ever done that? Like you've just been so busy? I was like, no, I brushed my teeth, but that was because I had something in my mouth. I know I had to have eaten something. Chicken breast. And some guacamole salsa, which was very low fat. And I just dipped the chicken breast in it. See, it wasn't even memorable, y'all. Oh God, we got a comment, hold on. Oh, Christy Taylor, I just found your channel last night. I ordered all for Miracle Dough. I'm hoping that I can make keto egg rolls. I have tried several times and failed, so I'm hoping this is a miracle. You're going to get your miracle. I'm telling you, they are delicious, delicious. I have seen that there is a man and woman's keto diet. Is this correct, and if so, how? Okay, so you can find all kinds of variations, and you know, I say this: do what works for you. I mean, yes, keto is a blanket thing. Anybody can do keto. And in the beginning, if you say you have a lot of weight, 50 or more pounds of weight to lose, just by lowering your carbs and not even being keto, you will start losing weight, okay? That's the wonderful thing. And then once you actually jump into keto, you don't have to, there's the freedom of not having to count your carbs, count your macros. You just got to eat fat, meat, veg, you're good. You know, you start out that way. It's when you get into different situations, the longer that you are keto, the more weight the longer your journey for the weight loss part of it, okay? So for instance, after losing 74 pounds, everything just stopped. I know a lot of people who have messaged me over the course of the last 3 years who have found themselves in the same position. 70 pounds gone, 80 pounds gone, and that's it. That wall came and it didn't stop. Not everyone was in menopause. Not everybody was perimenopausal. Some people had issues with thyroid, though. Some people had issues with medications that they were taking that could actually prevent any weight loss or cause slower weight loss. It's all going to depend on you. Now, there are people out there like Dr. Annika Becca who promotes the hormone diet, and it's a keto green diet. It's a combination of heavier greens. Then you got your doctors out there who's like, hey, yeah, let's carnivore keto, and we'll do it this way. And they're all just trying to find their niche. And it'll work for the ones it works for, and it won't for the others. That's all there is to it. This is something I mentioned the other night during my Facebook Live. Do what works best for you. Find out what works best for you. There's just some simple rules to live by. Eat whole foods as much as humanly possible. If you can eat clean, that is your best bet. I don't care if you're low carb, keto, carnivore, paleo, low fat, I don't care what it is. If it's whole foods, you're going to be healthier for it. All right? And look at that as like your goal for 5 to 6 days a week. I've said this from the beginning. Try to eat as clean as possible 5-6 days a week. You know, enjoy your weekends or your days off. You know, enjoy the fun, what I call fun keto foods. I used to call it keto cheats, but people thought that they got confused by that. But I call it fun keto foods. Would you want to live on pizza every single day? I mean, unless you're a college kid, right? If you're a college kid or a teenager, you could eat pizza every single day of your life, and it wouldn't be good for you. Well, the same thing is true with keto. You can still eat your pizza. You can still have your pancakes. You can still eat ice cream. You can still have keto cereals and chips. There's all kinds of stuff that you can either make at home or you can buy online. The thing is, we're not looking to live on junk food, keto junk food. We want to eat good, healthy, nutritious food because it does what? It helps us lose weight, but it is really going to help with your health, your healing of your body, and fixing your type 2 diabetes, you know, taking the joint pain out of your arthritis, clearing up your eczema and psoriasis. You know, if you're a cancer patient, you know, if you're eating therapeutic keto, then you are going to benefit by eating clean. You have to be super strict. For those of us who I say want nutritional ketosis, we want to lose the weight still, we're really head on it, that's when you're eating clean all the time. Then you've got your maintenance people. You're not in it for weight loss. You're just in it for health benefits. So you can find the person who you can relate to the most. You can find what works for you and then run with it. Just run with it. So I hope I did, you know me, I get onto a rant. So, Christy said, I wish I could share a before and after. Channels like this help. Great recipe and good info. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Yes. Okay. Welcome to the Sometimers Club. Charlene, you're funny. Love your attitude. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Appreciate it. Hey, Nancy from Palm Beach. All right. So, for the majority of us here, and I'm looking at who's in here with us today. You know, most of us, I'm going to say most because probably not all, I know for sure not all, are 50s plus, you know, 60s plus. Again, I was asked about the fat thing. I'm just going to put it out there, and my daughter and I talked about it this morning. Calories do count at some point. They really do. I really didn't think I was going to have to start counting my calories or tracking my food. But, you know, there's a time and a place for it. And I think what happens is when you've stalled and you've gone, and by the way, a stall is when you've gone more than 4 weeks without losing any inches or any weight. Okay? If you don't have one of those two things going on, then yes, you're officially in a stall. And this is a great time to say, okay, what have I been doing? Now it's time to just keep, you know, take another week and just eat the same way you are, but track everything. You can use apps like Carb Manager or MyFitnessPal or Chronometer. I mean, there's various apps that can help you track what you're eating: calories, fat, carbs, protein. Those are your main 4 things that you want to look at. And then you can take, change, modify, or eliminate. I will tell you that I downloaded MyFitnessPal. I know, that's so crazy because I had that app. I've had it since like 2013 or 14. And I ditched it when I found keto. But I put it back. And it was kind of interesting looking back at all of the stuff that, you know, over the years that I have been tracking and how I'm eating differently now. So that was kind of cool. But I'm going to give it a try. It's a little bit more broad in what I need right now. The other one's just, how do I put that? All right, so I'm OCD, and when I'm using my Carb Manager app, and I'm not getting enough fat, and it says I'm not hitting the mark, I feel like a failure. Does that make sense? Because I'm competitive with myself that way. I obsess over numbers. If I don't do it just perfectly with these apps, then I feel like I'm failing, that I'm not doing it right. I find that MyFitnessPal isn't as precise when it comes to keto, so it doesn't bother me right now. But I have taken, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm going to start tracking what I'm eating again, and I want to keep track of the fat. I want to see where I'm at. I've never taken my fat below 64 grams. That's been the general rule of thumb with keto, is never go below 64. So I am going to try to lower it to that or something slightly less. One of the articles I read yesterday was scary, but it was a keto person saying you raise your carbs up, and it's you keep your protein. The split was 30, 30, 40. 30% carbs, 30% fat, and 40% protein. And I was like, holy hell. How do I get that many carbs in? And then with the weight loss, I think I came in somewhere just under 1,500 calories. So I'm gonna see. I think this is when you use the tools. I'm always talking about tools, you know. Pull them out, use them, track if you need to. Think about older people. For the most part, most elderly, I'm going to call them seniors, elderly people. You know, hey, I'm up there now. Jesus, I'm 55. I get my ARP advertisements. I still think there's a lot more older people out there. I don't count myself there. Anyway, my mother-in-law comes to my mind. All right, I've always considered her much older, and as she got older, her appetite became very small. How many older people do y'all know who just eat like birds? Like they just generally don't require the food that we did when we were younger. Is it because their metabolism has slowed down as well? Is it because they don't have the energy to burn anymore, so their requirements? I don't know, but it's pretty common phenomenon that it's just an observation. So I'm thinking maybe as we're creeping up there, and I don't want to, this is where calories and smaller portions really do have to be counted. My metabolism is changing. I still maybe think up here I'm great and ready to rock and roll. My body's saying, no, bitch. Not happening, pardon my French, but that's the fact. So I've got to get my calories to match my metabolism. Sad but true. I've got some issues with sinuses, I can tell. Okay. So right, yep, Christy, join Nancy's Facebook page and you can share. Hey, great idea, Christy. Yeah, I do. Guys, I didn't even think about it, but I do have Facebook. There's my Keto for Real Life People page, Keto for Real Life People group, then there's a KFRLP group, and then there's a kitchen, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. So wherever I'm at, it's Keto for Real Life People, and if you type it in, it'll pull up my Facebook, my YouTube. Don't find me on Twitter because I deleted that account. Don't even go there. Instagram, and my website where I post my recipes. So, okay, where's her Facebook page? On Facebook. Aw, okay, I see that I'm tagged there. Well, Linda said, at least I caught part of this. Thank heavens for replay. Well, it's not even a replay, Linda. It's the real deal. It's live. So, yeah, you can catch the first part of it, you know, when this is all uploaded. And by the way, YouTube takes forever to upload off of my phone. So, once we finish up and wrap up, it won't boot up and do its thing for a good 15-20 minutes, maybe even longer. Hell, I don't know. All I know is that on my phone it takes 3 days for it to get off of there, but I know people are already commenting on it. You take what you can take, you know. Okay, love you too, Elizabeth. All right, guys, god dang it, I'm getting really good. All right, so I'm going to stop this because we've been at it going on 30 minutes. If you guys have any comments, questions for me, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to help you out in any way I can. I'm going to take a little minute here and talk about the YouTube Keto for Real Life People fan club. There are memberships available if you want to become, if you find value in what I do, if I can help you in any way and you would like to help me back, you can consider becoming a Keto for Real Life People fan. I think the range starts at $2.99 a month. It's billed once monthly, all the way up to $49.99, and each level has its own perks. So if you want to do that, you can find it in the community, or there's a link. I guess I can share that link with you guys if you want to become one. The other thing is we are fixing to kick off. I'm going to look at my schedule here real quick with you guys. I had explained that end of September I had some things scheduled, but then they scheduled my husband with surgery. So they're speaking of perks. You know, at the $9.99 plan, I think it is, I'm pretty sure, yes, at $9.99 and up, as a fan club member, you guys are getting a live coaching session. And it is going to be a group coaching session where I will take the time to ask you guys personal questions. I'll let you type them back at me. We are looking at, it was scheduled for the week he had surgery, so we're going to kick that part of this off in October. It is the 1st, and I don't know if we want to do them on Thursdays. I kind of think we ought to run with a Wednesday. So we're going to be looking at October 7th. I'm writing this down right now, is live coaching. That is an exclusive, y'all. That is an exclusive for people who are KFRLP fans, or I Love KFRLP groups from that tier and up. You can join in on this live coaching session. Nobody else will be able to see it. It will be only for you guys. And you can get help with any of your special problems that you're having. And when I say just getting help, I'm also going to ask you guys questions. Like, and I've been doing coaching for over a year. And I've had some wonderful clients who've had some wonderful success. And you know, if you need help with meal plans and tips like that, I will be providing those for you during those coaching sessions. And we are going to do that once a month as a perk, just for you guys being a fan. Let's see. Moving on. So, I did mention to you, now I'm going to, 30 minutes in, give you a sneak peek. Now, I don't know that I'm supposed to do this or not. But I'm gonna, so what the heck? It's buried 30 minutes in. Okay, so Perfect Keto. You guys know I'm affiliated with them. You know I love their products. They're getting ready to have a big sale starting on the 5th, and I can't share any of my links or special perks with you guys yet. But what I can do is tell you they came out with, you can see Felix has already been getting into them. They came out with a new flavor. It is a peanut butter chocolate chip bar, and there are a dozen bars per box, and as well as the pumpkin spice, just in time. So I'm going to do a little product review for you, tell you my thoughts. If Davita, if you'd like to join in, you're more than welcome. You can try them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can slide around here.
I can do that.
Yeah, I love doing product reviews. I'm also going to do another product review that's going to be separate to launch this on the 5th. But this is just a sneak peek, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do with these when we get done tasting them. Come around here, Davita. Grab your stool. There's room. Y'all, Davita, oh gosh, how long have we been knowing each other now? Quite a few years.
Yeah.
Quite a few years.
Hi.
This is Davita. Davita's starting her own business, crafting.
Yes.
DIY.
DIY.
DIY. It's one of those things I always get. So anyway, she's been picking my brain a little bit and getting a few ideas because I do the stuff I do here, and I'm excited for her. Super excited for her. So, you ready to try these bars?
I'm ready. It looks really awesome.
Okay, which one do you want to try first? Peanut butter or pumpkin?
Let's go peanut butter.
All right,
Peanut butter's great.
Felix is already, like I said, he's already been getting into them. I'm like, You want to just split one?
Yes, we can do that.
We'll split one. If you want to take one home or something like that, you're more than welcome, or two. Or
I'm sure my other half would love that.
Yeah.
He's a big, huge keto guy, and he loves peanut butter. Ooh, it smells so good just opening it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
Got that good
goodness.
peanut butter smell?
All right.
Now, they shipped them a little differently, y'all. Here, I'm going to just break a piece off. There we go.
All right.
They actually had ice packs in their thing, so they weren't quite as, it was still melted, but they weren't melted completely. Peanut butter comes right out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And the chocolate. It has chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate.
Mm. I can
Like
do
a
that.
dark chocolate. I can do that a lot.
So
So is this like a meal replacement?
No, it's just a snack bar. I'll go over the nutrition
Wow.
real quick. So, Perfect Keto bars are a convenient keto-friendly way to ensure you get the high-quality, real foods you want so you can stay fueled for work, play, or whatever life throws your way. These are 18 grams of fat. They are 10 carbohydrates total, 2 fiber, and we have 3 net carbs per bar.
It has real
So
peanuts.
now the reason it says that is because they're not the way that it is, but the reason it doesn't say sugar alcohols is because they're using allulose, and you know what that does. So with the allulose and the fiber, we come down to 3 net carbs per bar, 10 for the day. 18 grams of fat is pretty healthy too, because we've got the peanut butter and then collagen. Collagen right there. Boom, baby. I love that they use that. Then allulose, then 100% cocoa powder or cacao chocolate chips, peanuts, cocoa butter, medium chain, MCT oil, so you've got another healthy fat there, acacia gum, sunflower lecithin, MCT oil, sea salt, stevia, and monk fruit. Boom. Love perfect. This is why I can at least know when I get this brand, Davita, that they've always got good ingredients.
It tastes really good. Now, I'm not sure what collagen is because you seem so excited. Is that the stuff that they inject in your face?
Yeah.
Really? And they put it in your food?
Yes. Well, collagen, like for instance, if you were to gelatin, a Jello.
Yeah.
It's made of collagen. It's the hooves.
Wow.
That's all collagen. Now you can break it down into powders, and you can put it into pills, and you can use it for cooking, or you can make bone broth. Like I make bone broth that just jiggles in the jar. That's pure collagen, and it's great for our hair. It's good for our skin. It takes away wrinkles.
No, that's the fountain of youth.
It is. And when I'm being
I like
a good
it.
girl and drinking that, like a big old cup of it a day, I do start getting really glowy and plump. It's amazing.
My best friend's gonna love you.
Yeah. But you know
She's
what? You
always
can't
trying to
do. You
figure
don't
out.
can't do a bone broth every single day.
But she's always trying to figure out the fountain of youth. I mean, she has bought so many products. Bless her
I'll
heart.
tell you, supplement wise, there's a pill, a supplement. It's a collagen supplement. God dang it, I'm gonna have to remember it. But it doesn't matter what brand it is. It just has to have the standard mark on it. Okay, and it's a great collagen. When I first started taking it, I swear my husband came up to me 2 weeks later. He goes, "Are you ever gonna age?" Like he said, "You just keep looking younger and younger." Well, you didn't know I was taking that.
How sweet.
But that tells you it works.
Aww. That's so sweet. I could eat that all day.
Oh, you could, yeah,
like
definitely.
all day.
So that's
That's
the Pinot.
so
Okay,
good.
let me open up the pumpkin over here. 'Tis the season.
Good stuff, Liz. You should try this.
She's fixing to do a live with me Sunday. I
Oh,
think.
yay.
I think is it Sunday, babe? I don't know. We're fixing to do a live together. You go.
Oh, Lord.
Now see, this one just came in the mail today, so it's a little oily still. Oh, look
Now,
at
I'm not a huge pumpkin spice girl.
Mm.
You know, I make fun of all the people that do the pumpkin spice. But I'm going to try it.
I just got a big old, like, macadamia nut in it. Mm.
Pumpkin.
Yeah,
For sure.
you can taste the pumpkin more than you can the
But,
spice.
Is that
What?
cinnamon?
Mm-hmm. Nutmeg. I like it because it's not overpowering. But it's good balance.
And for people that aren't, you know, pumpkin spice like me, you know, I'm not a pumpkin spice girl. That's actually pretty decent. I like
It
that.
actually tastes like real pumpkin, like they got real pumpkin in there.
Yeah.
It's not pumpkin flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty
It's
good.
I like the peanut butter better. Just me. I'm a peanut butter
I
girl.
think I told you I've already got a couple of ideas of what to do with these. So these are also 3 net carbs, 12 total carbs for this one. Almond butter, allulose, grass-fed collagen, right there. So then cocoa butter, cashews. Oh, there are cashews in there.
Is that what
I
that
love
is?
cashews.
Okay.
I don't
Cashews
even-
are good.
Yeah, they are. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin powder, vanilla, same stuff. Fruit sweeteners, everything. Monk fruit, stevia. So I'm thinking, yes, guys, be ready for
Oh,
when I
good.
do launch the codes for these. It'll be on the 5th, so that'll be Monday, I believe. They're gonna have sales on it, and I know it's you to save so much on one, and then more. The more you buy, the more you save, type of deal. Okay. Now you want to hear my ideas? 'Cause I think we got some ideas here. I'm gonna be coding y'all, Miss Sharon. Yes, I will. Okay. All right. We don't. I gotta go back here a little bit. Find what works for you. Another idea. 3 pages. Okay, so Lisa bought. Hey, Lisa, I just didn't even see you slide in there. She bought the salted caramel and birthday cake, and I do not like either one of them. Aww, aww. Are those the bars? Because I'm going to tell you, there's certain bars that they have that I absolutely love, love, love. I love their lemon poppy seed bar. That's a really tasty one. I liked the salted caramel. I loved it. I did a few things with that besides eating them. So maybe you can repurpose them.
Salted caramel is my favorite thing ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Miss Sharon says you have beautiful red hair.
Thank you. It's a pain. It gets on my nerves.
Ketolicious Life is in the house. I've really been enjoying your lives, especially on the menopause subject. I'll be going through that pretty soon, I think. All right, Christy sent we got your request over there. Miss Sharon will take care of you there. And answered the questions. Good job, good job, good job. And code for keto bars. All right, so here's my idea, you guys. These peanut butter bars, especially with it being the month of Halloween and trick or treat, I'm thinking I just want to run these through my food processor real quick. I think there's enough fat in there that I can just crumble it. Then I want to pat them out into my little molds. And then I'm going to take some cream cheese, some peanut butter, some powdered sweetener. We're going to get them a little sweet, creamy peanut butter filling. Then we're going to pop that down on top of this peanut butter crust. And then I'm going to use some sugar-free chocolate chips. I'm going to add a little bit of ghee to that, stir it, and then I'm going to pour that on top. And so we can either make little miniatures, like a peanut butter cup with a cookie base.
Ooh, you're speaking my language.
Or I think I'm going to go online today. I'm going to look to see if I actually want to do a little tartlets. You know, like the mini tart pans, how they have that, that wavy, that ridge. Be perfect for this. And I would like to just have the whole base be that, because then you can pop it right out, and you're going to have that. You'll have this pretty cookie crust with a solid chocolate top that you could just crack open. You know, and I like the idea of minis, because we're keto. We don't need full size anything on desserts. Just small, something like it would easily do 4 to 6 servings, something that big, but it would look divine. It would look really great. Something you could make if you're going to a Halloween party or something like that. You could definitely make something up that looks really cool. Have it. You won't have to go off plan. You know, you can have your own treat, and I think that'd be just the perfect idea to do that with this.
Absolutely.
So that's what clicked in my brain when I tasted that earlier today. I was
really
like,
good.
that's going to be great. Pumpkin spice. Again, we can do the same thing. I was thinking crust-wise. These are going to make great crusts. So
they crumble really easy.
They are crumbly. So whether, you know, instead of having a graham cracker crust, you just use these keto bars and make them for a crust and fill it with whatever you want. So we can take some pumpkin, we can take some heavy cream, we can mix this nice little light pumpkin filling. We can put it over inside of a pumpkin spice crust, and then we can drizzle some caramel on top. We could do a little chocolate, and we can make a pumpkin turtle pie with this, just like that.
Oh, pumpkin turtle. That sounds really good.
Caramel and chocolate, baby, is the whole is the thing. So I think that's going to be great. And so be on the lookout, and I will have those for you. Christy's like, yeah,
Agreed.
Well, Lisa, I wish you had someone to give them to. Hey, do me a favor, Lisa. Why don't you just go ahead and try to take like your salted caramel. I remember, I haven't had salted caramel ones for a while, but I did the same thing. I created a crust. I took cream cheese. I took a little lemon zest, and I added a little sour cream. You know, it was a no-bake cheesecake filling, and I used the salted caramel keto bars and made a crust. And I used my small springform pan, and I let those chill. And I took those to my nephew's birthday party. It was great. And that way you're not wasting it or tossing it, but give it a try. Do it on a small scale, and see if you can't repurpose them that way. And at the end of the day, I'll give you my address. I'll take your pumpkin. I'll take your bars. I'll take your bars.
She'll eat it. You send them to mine. I will eat them.
Well, okay, so now Celix is struggling. Celix has been keto for a few months now, and he's been doing really good, but for the last few days he has been pissy. I'm just saying about his food. He's frustrated right now. He's lucky he has me, so I don't know why he's so frustrated. I mean, really? I don't know how many times I was like, wish I lived close by because we could get your food or whatever, but
For real.
But he's burnt out. He's like, I'm tired of eggs. I'm tired of sausage. I'm tired of bacon. Dude, you've been eating it your whole life. But he's missing. It's not that he's tired of those foods. He's missing. Hey, baby. He's just walking by. He's missing out on the other things. He's missing his cereal. He's missing his oatmeal. He's missing convenience. And he's getting tired of his wife looking at him going, yeah. She's like, babe, would you get me something to drink? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know that look, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm not busy at all. I haven't done hair or makeup yet, but yeah, I got time to stop and make you a meal, do dishes. Oh yeah, 30 minutes away, no problem. So he needs some convenience in his life so he can avoid me.
That's so funny.
It's true. So I did order him this morning the high key cereals. You can go on Amazon. I can share links for any of this, by the way. I can't share the link for these keto bars, but I can share links for anything else I happen to mention. So high key cereal and cookies. You guys know that brand. It's so delicious. Their cookies are awesome. Their cereal is great. They have them, you know, it's not cheap either. $10 a box for cereal. And that's not even the most expensive keto cereal. I'm just gonna say this. That School of Cereal, yes, their cereal is good. Is their cereal the smallest box? Yes. Is it the most expensive box? Yes. $14.99 for a 6-ounce box of cereal. You've got to be out of your blankety blank mind. I'm just saying.
That's
like,
so crazy.
ridiculous.
But you can spend $3-4 for a box of sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't get
Sugar.
Something that's good for you is way more expensive than.
Oh no, it's just
Junk.
gouging. That's all there is to it. I mean,
It's
there's
ridiculous.
certain things I get. Like if you're making everything out of organic this and organic that, and you're having to buy organic ingredients, and so therefore you drive the cost up. You know, I
Just
get
for
it.
the word organic.
It's like anything, like gluten free. If it says
crazy.
gluten free, guess what?
You're paying out the wazoo.
You can even go to Subway and say, I would like a gluten free bun. It's going to cost you $2 extra.
I work
And
in a
it's-
restaurant that does the same thing, and I'm like, why do we charge? It's no more expensive to buy that than it is, but they're going to charge more. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So anyway, I went ahead and I ordered him. They actually had like a 4-pack of the high key cereal, and it was a bargain because you saved a little bit by buying the 4-pack. And then I went ahead and bought him, and I think it is high key. I think I ordered all high key hot cereal. I looked at the ingredients on the hot cereal, y'all. It was there's a few little things, like they do use a little whey protein powder to make some Crispies or whatnot. I don't care what they do. I made Celix my warm chia seed porridge, which is hemp seeds and flax seeds and chia seeds and, you know, some walnuts and cinnamon and butter. It was good. Of course, it looks like a big gelatinous blob floating around.
Say, what does that look like?
It looks like a big old blob when it's hot, but you know, it tastes like cream of wheat or malto-meal.
Oh, okay.
And it's got that good flavor. It's just not pretty.
It just
And I don't
doesn't
expect
look
that this hot cereal that I ordered him, because you know it had the stuff in there.
Ugly.
It's gonna, but it's gonna come in a store-bought pretty package, and he's gonna be able to go in there and
And open it
open
and
it
be like,
up.
I got my cereal.
Yeah, and maple brown sugar. I got sucrane gold and maple in there. I'm telling you. Oh, sorry. So, anyway,
Whatever works for him.
again, it comes down to whatever works. So that is, he's struggling, really struggling. And I have those little keto cakes, those kind you can buy. Have you seen those? I've got 3 of those sitting in there. I don't do them. I mean, I know how to throw in my own coconut or almond flour and an egg and make my own that quick, but it's beyond him. Beyond him. And it is for a lot of people. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying I bought those because all he has to do is add water and stir it. And
Well, in at my house,
here, you just
I'm
help me
not
eat that right there.
I cook, but I'm not the inventor. My other half is, and he comes up with some of the craziest stuff. Like he bought the other day. He went and it's called Fage, F-A-G-E. I can't even say it. But anyway, it's a yogurt. He gets the 0%. And then he went and he got sugar-free. It was a pudding, like just, gelatin pudding, whatever. He mixes that in there, and I kid you not, it tastes just like a cheesecake.
Yogurt and pudding.
Yogurt in the pudding, and it's the instant sugar-free, and it tastes. I mean, he
You have to
goes
try that. Great
crazy
idea, Rick.
with it.
I'll tell everybody this was inspired by my bartender friend Rick.
Yeah, it's so good, and I beg him all the time, please make it, because I can make it and it doesn't taste the same. But he makes it, and I'm like, I can eat it for days. And it's packed full of protein, and it's just so good, and it's creamy, it's yummy. one of the best things he's ever made me.
You tell Rick I want one. You said
It's
Nancy
so
said,
good. Yeah, and then
say,
he'll get,
hey, she's got a few bars she's willing to swap for.
I'm
a
telling
little
you, you could use
cheesecake.
this right here as a crust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, the best, hands down, cheesecake. If you're wanting a cheesecake, then that's what you need to do.
Well, we've got a lot of cooking and baking to do. I invited Davita. I don't know what your schedule's all about,
I am free.
We're gonna wrap this up. This is my weekly journey update with y'all, and I'm not gonna be doing menopause series anymore because this just kind of tells you where I'm at. It's been 6 weeks of answering the question whether or not I have gained weight, what the situation was, finally going to the doctor, where we're at. Now, I will still come on. I think we'll still keep up with our Thursday chat because that's basically what we're doing is just chatting. But we'll do that. I am fixing to shut it down. I've got a mountain of chicken in there that just needs to be, I'm just going to toss it on a pan in the oven and just let it cook and cook and cook. The reason being is I can take that meat and do something with it, but I want those cooked bones. I want those bones so that I can make another batch of bone broth. So I got to get that done. I want to play with these little bars right here and do some of this stuff and see if we can't make that happen. So when I launch these on Monday, I'll have some recipes to go with it. And another thing, I was at the store the other day. I was looking. All right, here we go. I'm going to cover your ears if you just don't want to hear this, okay? Because it's a little FYI. I was looking for vaginal moisturizer. It was suggested to me by my daughter because I got some vaginal dryness going on. And I got sidetracked by Quest chips and forgot all about that stuff.
I do that too. Like, why would you go to the pharmacy to get Quest chips?
Why?
I
They
don't
have that whole
understand
diet section with Atkins and all that crap, but you cannot go over to the grocery side and find any of
I
it.
know.
But they have
love
those
the
Quest chips, and I buy them once a month. I don't care. I'm buying them. I buy one bag of the ranch,
Yes,
one bag
that's
of the,
my favorite.
and then the nacho cheese. I
Yes.
don't like the barbecue at all, so
There's
do
a
not.
Chipotle one too.
And I do the chili lime.
Yes. Ooh.
The chili lime. So I buy one bag of each, and then I usually share them.
I don't.
I usually do. Well, when Elizabeth was living home, I would buy 2 of each, so we'd each have one, and that's it. That's my monthly thing. So I'm sitting there. Was it yesterday, day before? I'm sitting there, and I got my little Diet Coke, my mini Coke, and I got my little bag of Quest chips, and you know me in recipes because I'm thinking, how can I make these myself? Like, I have Miracle Dough. Don't get me wrong, it's delish. But there's something about that light crispiness of that Quest chip that I want to achieve.
So good.
So I'm looking at the ingredients on the packaging, and basically, there's only one thing on there that I don't know what the heck it is, and it's a caseinate. It's a calcium caseinate. That's what it's called. So that tells me it's just some sort of freaking powder.
Google.
Oh, I did, but it was more chemically. It was not as
Probably,
forthcoming as I needed. But I'm thinking, other than that, it was protein powder and oil and calcium and then seasonings.
Seasonings, yeah. The seasonings.
So I'm fixing to go down that rabbit hole too. I wanna be able to make my own
Chips.
and then I'll be really super happy because I'll know exactly what's in them and I won't have to pay $2.58 a bag or something
Ridiculous.
for that tiny little
This
bag.
big. This big.
Tell
That's
me
because the rest of
last
it's
time
air. You know, it's a bag about this, but you get this many chips. That's it. The rest of it's air. It's air. You're paying $2.50 for air.
And what makes me the maddest is when they're crunched up when I open them.
Oh, that makes me mad. I just want to punch one of the workers in the face.
I'm going to tell you another thing I do. I walk through the store. I eat the first bag while I'm in the store.
Me too.
I do. And then I hand the lady my empty bag.
And then she looks at me all dirty, and I'm like, you can throw it away.
This is what I decided to eat while I was in the store.
Yeah.
And then I saved the other ones for later.
I do the same.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for popping in. We are coming up on that hour mark. I hope that you guys have a blessed week. I am always waiting for those hearts to start floating or those likes, but I forget it's YouTube. So pop some emojis in. Have a wonderful week. I'm going to be back at you. We're going to be getting back on schedule. Remember, October 7th. Consider being a fan. I will share a link for that. I will share links for tart pans. I'll share links for whatever I can at this point. And what else did I say I would share links for? Not the bars yet.
Not the bars yet.
Oh, the cereals and whatnot. If you want links, I'll just put the links there. That's all there is to it. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. Remember, guys, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and get you some. I'm gonna see you guys later. Oh.